A home to you and yours. And thank you for so much for joining me today. I want to talk to you guys today about transcendental meditation. I don't know if you all have used transcendental meditation or you have heard about transcendental meditation, um, but it's something that we should all strive to at least practice or learn about as much as possible. Transcendental meditation is like that step above your average meditation. Um, why, when you meditate, a lot of people feel or have been told that it's a place where you go away from you. That is not necessarily what we're looking for in a meditation session. Meditation primarily works with your breath, following your breath, becoming part of that pattern, that breathing pattern. Become consciously aware of every part of your body and the space and time that you are using up, where you are, your coordinates. When we compare you where you are on the earth, where you are, or we'll start with where you are in your home or the place that you're meditating at, how it compares to your city, how it compares to your state, how it compares to, correct, your earth, and then outside the boundaries of the earth. Outside, how do you compare where you are when you're meditating? How does it compare? Where are you? How can we find you in the Milky Way constellation? How do we find you? If I came from another place, from another constellation, another galaxy, how can I find you? How does the Creator find you? We meditate for many different reasons, but when we meditate with intention, with an intent, especially an intent to bring peace, to leave fear behind, to trust and accept, and to bring in truth and integrity into your space, to shine that little beam of light that goes way above your galaxy, and that all the other galaxies can sit back and say, oh, that's Mary right there. That is meditation with an intention. My intention is always, look at me. I am representing everyone in my world, on my earth, and then everyone in my galaxy, and then everyone in every other galaxy, which is infinite. And as I represent all these beings, look at me. I bring you love. I bring you truth. This is who I am. Look at me. As I look at you with love, compassion, truth, integrity, grace, and beauty. And my intention at that point then turns into, I offer peace. I am peace. I am love. I am part of the collective consciousness that expands from the beginning of time to what is to come. From the beginning of the universe, expanding out towards the end, and encompasses everything because we are one. We're being given kindergarten instructions. This is at the very easy level, but we need to raise our consciousness to a point where, yeah, we understand more than we're being given. Everything is going on baby steps. It's because there's lots of roadblocks in front of us, a lot of distraction, a lot of political crap, a lot of medical crap, a lot of anxiety, social issues, um, a lot of those things. And then we tell ourselves, well, why are we even being part of this choreography, which doesn't pertain to us? What pertains to us? Living a peaceful life, understanding that we are all one. And that power of one as a collection of energy and love and trust and the true intention of living in peace and in harmony, not only in our world, but infinitely as one loving being. Can you just imagine what that could produce? Take away everything that you know and bring in, take away that fear of the unknown. This is not unknown. You've known how to love since before you were born into this linear world. You were love, which you still are, but you were love as something else before you came into this world. It is natural for us to seek love, and we are. We seek love from the Creator. We join churches, we join religions, we join groups, we join cults, we join groups of people that sound like they're doing the right thing because some of it feels right and resonates. So we go, we flock, and then there's something that happens, right? You're like, oh, this doesn't sound right. It happened to me. Oh, this does not sound right. And then you leave that, and then you find another, and then you get a little bit from that group, and then you leave finally, and then, okay, let me go and get. That is how it works. We get information from different sources because that's how we planned it. And those are all the sources in the universe that are coming together and giving us a little bit at a time so that we can work through it in the meat suit. The meat suit is hard to work with. But is it doable? Absolutely. Why not? Why not? What is stopping you? When you get to the end, when you start drilling and you look down to the end, you realize it's fear. It is the fear that you were, that is ingrained in your DNA from past lives, from your ancestors, from your past in this timeline, from your past. And that fear paralyzes you. But what it does the worst is it paralyzes you from living in the frequency of love and compassion. That is what this fear frequency is trying to get us to truly believe and fall in line with everything that's being fed. But they can feed all they want. It's us who decide ultimately to accept that apple and take that bite. It happened in Snow White, and it happened in the book of Genesis. This is where we correlate. This is where we find the hidden messages. Eve is society. And social, the social media, that's Eve. We are Adam, because it has nothing to do with being a female or a male. This is how we do it. This is how we have been conditioned to go back into baby steps. And we are still in baby steps. We are nowhere near where we would like to be. Some of us are almost there. But there needs to be a certain amount of people that vibrate at that speed, in that resonance of no fear and perfect trust. Perfect trust and integrity and truth. Can you do this? Absolutely. Who doesn't want to? Right? Who doesn't want to? But we got someone to blame. Life, social media, work. We can get 5, 10, 15 minutes and meditate in that resonating love frequency with intention. We need to practice that every day, guys. Conscious beings can actually transmit and receive thoughts and intentions. Conscious beings. You need to be consciously aware of who and what you are and what we have around us and beyond in order to achieve this incredible process. We can not only transmit and receive thoughts and intentions in a short space or like a short distance, but we can do this. We have the capabilities to do it planet-wide and into space, into the universe. It's nothing any different than what you are learning in this group. We can transmit love, and we will receive love from our angels, from our spiritual protective services, from light beings, all the angels and their choirs, all our loved ones, anyone and anything that lives outside of where we are confined into. And above that, yeah, we're living in the meat suit, but how confined are you truly? Because if you're in the meat suit and you live in fear, you are confining yourself. When we do this, when we go into transcendental meditation, or we are able to get to that place in meditation, that we can be in a coherent frequency. We go into this thing called phase. We are in phase. When you're doing it in a group, which I want to do in this group, I want us all to be in phase and coherent, because it's the same thing, but some people are not going to understand in phase. Most people are going to understand coherent. It took me a while to understand phase, but in phase, you'll understand it if you understand basic electric engineering. In other words, everybody's going to be thinking the same thing at the same time. So I am going to provide a meditation, And you get to pick whether you want to continue up to the transcendental meditation or you want to use your coherent consciousness and try to connect with all the energies that are out there. These are high frequency energies. These are energies that we see above. Okay? This is every helper in the universe from different galaxies, different dimensions, different timelines that are going to come into our circle. And some of us will be able to take pictures or we'll see it on the video. Different things that might happen as they get close. But there must be no fear, because fear only brings down the vibration. It's not only the vibration for you, it is the vibration for everyone. And what we need is high vibrations. Then healing will begin to happen. Some people will call it angelic healing. Some people will call it some people will call it like a cleansing. When individuals meditate with an intent and we're doing it alone, we do this to achieve peaceful goals. And this can manifest into your 3D world, but imagine if we do it as a group. We're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to do it in a group, and then you are able to do it on your own afterwards, right? But if we program you, if I give you a program of sequence of thoughts, for example, if we're all listening to the same meditation and the same music, then even if you are, let's say, if you travel through your meditation, in your meditation, if you travel into another galaxy or another planet within that galaxy, it doesn't matter, because you are creating, and this is where that coherent word comes from, coherence thought sequence, a coherent thought sequence, which out there in space and no time is exponentially much more powerful than anything you have ever witnessed. And by the same token, once that healing begins to come in, messages also begin to come in. And those messages are very powerful, very close to everything that is. One of the things that I want to use is a Tibetan singing bowl because of the frequencies that we want to bring up. We are also going to encourage you guys to actually either do this outside, or we're going to do, some of us are going to be inside. There are places that it's going to be raining. There are places it's going to be cold as heck. All right. But wherever it is you're going to be, it doesn't matter physically where you are. What matters is psychically and spiritually where we're going to meet and what message we're going to convey to the universe. So I want to invite you for this meditation in pure love and light with truth and compassion and integrity as we embark on a peaceful adventure into the cosmos and as we become ambassadors of love and peace so that we can attain the wisdom and the help that we need. We all can agree that I think the human population is over their heads, certain people, and we can't just sit down and wait. We need to request for assistance, and if we do it together enough times, we will be heard. So we're first going to do our despacho, and then we will proceed with our ambassadorship program with heavy meditation into the universe. And I am inviting you to this event. And if some of you are sitting outside, or after all of this, you want to go outside and stand and watch the skies and see if you find any evidence that your prayers have been heard. I encourage you to take pictures and videos of anything that you see that does not resemble a flying lantern, or what do you call those things, or planes, or any of that crap. I want you to witness how the energy is going to flow and produce something wonderful. And you will be able to upload it to the group so we can all see. So I hope to see you soon after our despacho, shortly after our despacho, so that we can bring in some consciousness into everyone that's going to come together. I want this to be a monthly thing. This is a free event, totally free event. Anyone that once this COVID numbers begin to subside and we are able to do this on our, in a small group, maybe in my backyard, or in an open park, or at the beach with a bonfire. That would be great if we can all get together. But what we want to do is something that really hasn't been done much. So I hope you all get to join me with that. I will see you soon. Ahum.